Melaleuca's executive chairman is going to attempt to break the world record for the 100-meter row for his age group. Now, Frank is doing this today because he wants to prove a point. And it's important to note that he's also going after the world record. That's not the fastest time this month or this year. It's the fastest time ever in history. And he's doing it right here from the fitness center at Melaleuca's global headquarters. We're at an elevation of 4,744 feet. Now, that's significant because world records are almost always held, always broken at or near sea level because there's more oxygen and it gives them a tremendous advantage. And typically, those athletes that go after professionals, they're professionals, they go after world records, they train their entire lives, every day, 2 to 3 hours a day or even more to have the chance at a world record. Frank Vandersloot has spent his entire career as a desk jockey, spending time in meetings behind a desk or traveling in airports and airplanes, and with his busy schedule is only able to work out 2 to 3 times a week, maybe 15 to 20 minutes a day. So why would Frank go up against these professional athletes and put his reputation on the line? Well, he's doing it to prove a point. Frank believes the Peak Performance Pack is keeping him younger longer than even the pros. So will that be enough? Well, we're going to find out together. Now here he is, Melaleuca's executive chairman, Frank Vandersloot.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you for tuning in today. And I just want all my friends that are here today to know how much of a privilege it is to be going through life with you. We're on a wonderful journey together, and today is not about me. It's about the Peak Performance Pack and all of Melaleuca's nutrition products. And I've been using them now for 35 years, and I've been using the Peak Performance Pack as long as it's been out. And I want to prove a point. You know, free radicals are what contributes to the aging process. We know that free radicals has a huge impact on how rapidly we age, and the Peak Performance Pack curbs free radicals. So the concept is if we can slow down the amount of free radicals that are happening in our body, we should be able to stay younger longer. Now, I'm not an athlete, never have been. I'm not even the epitome of physical fitness, but I do work out, a couple times a week for 15 to 20 minutes, and I've tried to stay reasonably fit. But through my entire life, the folks that have held the world records, I've never been able to come close to them in my 30s and 40s and even 50s. They were up here, and I was here. But here's the deal. They're aging. We're all aging. It's just at what speed do we age? And they are on a decline, and it's pretty well documented throughout the last 30 years. As you watch these rowing records, they're all public. And even year to year, you'll see these folks, and they're on a decline. The best athletes in the world. And I'm aging also, but I'm not on as steep a decline. So if they're aging at this pace and I'm aging at this pace, at some point our lines cross. And when those lines cross, now I believe I'm above them by maybe even a little bit of a margin. So that's what I want to document today. And if I am, it's only because of the Peak Performance Pack. That's what it's all about. So let's give it a try. I'm going to pass to Kevin. Explain how this is going to work, Kevin.
All right, now you're going to want to pay close attention because this is going to be over very fast. The current world record is 16.4 seconds. It's held by the name of a guy named Frank Bertina from the Netherlands. Now, Frank's boat, this world record pace, is the blue boat right here. This has been programmed to complete the race in 16.4 seconds. Now, Frank's boat, Frank Vandersloot's boat, is the green boat. This is connected to the rower and will show row by row, pull by pull, exactly how he's doing against the world record pace. So simply stated, if we see the green boat finish first, we have ourselves a new world record. If we see the blue boat finish first, we don't. So if we can see Frank finish at 16.3 seconds or below, we will have a new world record. Now, typically world records are broken by hundredths of a second or tenths of a second, so we need Frank to be at 16.3 or below. We need to see this green boat start in front and stay in front through the entire race and cross that finish line first. Right here we can see the 100 meters and this other information. It's all going to be moving really, really fast, so pay close attention because I think we are just about ready.
So, yeah, this is going to be over pretty fast. I hope really, really fast. This is the Concept 2 rower. The event I'm going to try to establish a new record at is the 100-meter row on the Concept 2 on slides. As Kevin said, the world record right now is 16.4 seconds, so that's the time I'm going to try to beat today. It's going to take me every pull is like it's all measured to the tenth of a second, so everything has to be just perfect. The first row is probably the first pull is probably the most important one. So it's going to take me just a second to get my composure here, so hang on with me just a second.
Long pulse. Long pulse. You got this.
The new world record is 14.8 seconds. We have a new world record of 14.8 seconds. The previous world record was 16.4 seconds. That's 1.6 seconds faster than the fastest time in history. Now, if you back up 5 years, Frank Vandersloot went up against the current world record holder, the world record holder back then, who held it for quite some time, Frank Bertina. And Frank Vandersloot beat that record 5 years ago by 0.9 seconds. Today, he beats it by 1.6 seconds, 14.8. We have a new world record. Frank, happy birthday.
Thanks. Thanks, Kevin. Well, yeah, thank you, and thanks for pointing out Frank Bertina. It was exactly 5 years ago today that I took Frank's record then. It was, and I beat it by 9.9 seconds, and today was by 1.6 seconds. That just goes to the point. Frank's, he's a star. He's been a professional rower. Followed him, the last several years. He's something else. And beat him by 0.9 5 years ago, and now 1.6 seconds. So he's on a decline. Sorry, Frank. We all are. I'm just not on a decline nearly as rapidly. And I think that says something about the Peak Performance Pack. Now, you might say, you're using the Peak Performance Pack and you're not breaking any records, maybe? And I wasn't either when I was your age. But the Peak Performance Pack gives us more energy. It makes us feel better. It helps us be as healthy as we can be. And over time, that's where these measurements kick in. The idea is to stay healthier and stay younger longer. I am, one person does not a scientific study make, but we have thousands upon thousands who are in the process of proving exactly what I tried to demonstrate today, that the Peak Performance Pack is helping us stay younger longer. So send in your stories. You're all creating your own story. As this evidence mounts, we have one story after another. It will pay off, and over the years, we'll be able to document without any shadow of any doubt the power of the Peak Performance Pack. So stay young and stay younger longer. Thanks for tuning in today.